What's up, everybody? This weekend, I am going to be doing the inaugural
First ever
mountaineering monster gravel
bike pack scavenger hunt adventure.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be participating in the scavenger hunt part because I don't have enough time to do that, but it's really cool that that's an option.
I wouldn't go if I wasn't doing the scavenger hunt. I love a good scavenger hunt.
This is a brand new event that is in West Virginia. And if you guys remember, at the beginning of the year, I guess the end of last year, I posted a video of like the race calendar. And I was like, I just want to do something in West Virginia, and we found something. So this is a multi-distance bike packing event in West Virginia. It starts in Morgantown. There's 3 distances, or there might be more than 3, but there's 3 distances, and I'm going to be doing the 465-mile distance. I've only ever done Ozark Doom for bike packing, but I really want to get more into doing bike packing events. I think next year, a lot of my events are going to be more longer distance stuff, but we'll figure that out. If you guys have a bike packing race that is something I should check out, like in the US, definitely send those over if you have a recommendation. There's a couple on my radar, like the Michigami for one is on my radar. Yeah, send them over. This is my MOG. Real quick, if you guys want any of this stuff that you see in this video or a custom build like my MOG here, hit us up via email or schedule a call with me or Trey or Chase. This is the same MOG I've had all year, and it's just super cool that you can do so many different builds with it. So this is obviously like a long distance bikepacking race build, very useful bike and one of the best bikes on the market. So yeah, let us know if you want one. Highlight of this build, part of the inspiration for this is all of y'all out there, everybody I've talked to about like what they want to see from the next MOG, everybody wants the bolts to be gone. And every time they talk about it, they're like, I've never seen anybody use the bolts. And so I just thought it would be funny if I went out of my way to use them, because now whenever anybody says that, all of y'all are gonna have to be like, oh yeah, that one time Jesse used them for that.
The one singular time.
Speaking of the bags, big shout out to Zach over at
South City Stitchworks.
Yeah,
St. Louis boy.
This is the second set of bags that I've commissioned from him, and I just love working with him. These are, there's 3 different bags, 4 bags total here.
I forgot we stuffed them with towels.
Oh yeah, I stuffed it for the photos.
It's like, I'm gonna open the bag to show it off, and it's just towels.
He recommended that I actually stuff it before I put it on so it had the right shape, and then because both these bags are connected to get this one stuffed too. This is the full length top tube bag. I'm not 100% on this, but I do think that this is kind of his thing. Like I'm pretty sure that the full length top tube bag, at least every full length top tube bag that I've seen, he made. And this is what it looks like on the inside. And obviously this was custom, so you can get what you need, but it's got 2 little dividers here. I did get the side pocket here for like trash or something. This is just like a mesh kind of material.
I think a lot of bag makers call that the mat
pocket, yeah. This is here.
Is that for cables?
This is for cables, and it's Velcroed. So it's obviously stuck together.
Oh, that's
yeah,
good.
there we go. So there is a cable hole right there, which is definitely essential for this kind of event, and just really well thought out stuff here. I don't sell this stuff, but Zach did hook me up with some of these bags, and so if you guys want something like this, definitely reach out to them and he will make awesome stuff for you. I sent him measurements for the top tube and the frame bag, and it takes about a month, or depends on how many bags he's got going on. He's actually pretty busy, so if you're wanting bags, like don't wait, like get it going like well in advance before the event. But yeah, huge shout out to South City. The frame bag, and this is simple. I do think that most of what I'm going to be carrying is like food. So it's not like super complicated.
You're not really planning on sleeping. You're going to do the whole shebang.
I'm going to try. So my goal is to try to be one of those guys who is like racing it. What that means for me, I don't know. I've done Ozark Doom, but this is a lot different. It's not as technical.
Yeah, you don't have like the single track. The terrain in general that you're riding on is not as gnarly.
Yeah, it's still going to be gnarly. It's 50,000 feet of climbing or something like that. But the main thing I would say is like I'm expecting double tracks. I'm expecting rough gravel. I've been to West Virginia before. But the main difference in my eyes is that this is not a very remote event. Looking at the map, there is many towns that you go through. I shouldn't ever be so far from civilization that I get myself into like a problem. A lot of Ozark Gravel Doom is like trying to time the stops because stuff just is not available. There's gas stations, there's 24-hour gas stations on this route, there's stuff. Is it going to be easy? No, not at all. But is it different and less of a logistics challenge than Ozark Doom? I think so. If I'm wrong, I'll let you guys know, as always. But that's kind of my read on just the look, like kind of studying the map a little bit. And the other thing too is that it's not 50% paved, but it's definitely 30 or 40% paved.
Still a good amount.
And it's misleading because whenever you're looking at gravel or like Ride with GPS, like it does show you the gravel breakdown. Is all of it marked as gravel on Ride with GPS? I have no way of knowing. But there's a lot more pavement in this than there is in like an Ozark Doom where there's almost no pavement for the whole thing. I don't expect to be needing a whole lot of stuff, but I'm going to prioritize food and clothes. Right now, the weather looks like it's going to be high of 60 and a low of 40 for the first night. The second night is still a low of like 39 or something with a small chance of rain during the day. So it doesn't matter. I'm going to bring a rain thing anyway. The main difference between this and that Ozark Doom from earlier in the year is that we are above freezing the whole time. Whereas at Ozark Doom, we were not. I had no real way of like safely finishing that event.
The people that finished that event were packing multiple changes of clothes.
And this is why I love bikepacking, bikepack racing specifically. I've only done 3 quote unquote bikepacking events before. I've learned so much just from doing all 3 of those events. The idea that I have is that these 2 fork bags are going to be my clothing bags. So right now we actually do have something in here. I'm gonna have a lot more gear stuff to talk about. Don't quite have it all sorted yet. It's not like organized. I will be going a little bit more in depth in the gear that I'm using in the recap video. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is my bivy. My goal is to attempt to not sleep. If I decide I am going to need to sleep, it is okay. I'm not going to stress out about it. I'm just going to do what I need to do. But this is a little bit nicer bivy than I've had in the past. It has a zipper and
the others were more that we've had or have been more like emergency blankets that you throw when you're done.
This is like
the emergency blanket I was given in Leadville, we saved for this race just in case. And then we found this one, so.
Yeah, so I spent like $100 on this and I think it'll be good. Shouldn't be below freezing, and if it is, we're not in such a remote area that it would be a critical issue is kind of my thought process. Like if you call for help,
First of all, you can call for help.
Yeah, Ozark
that is
Doom,
a start.
Like if you call for help, it might be like 2 or 3 hours before somebody gets to you. Yeah, so this is not like that. Zach from South City told me that he took these bags off of his menu of bags that he would make, but he told me that he would make me these and then he was going to start making them again.
So they're back on the menu.
I think so, yeah. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but like that's what I was told. This is his fork bag. Yeah.
Fork bag?
Yeah, and it's fairly simple, but it's really nice, all the stuff he makes. These are just some volet straps. He sent these out with it. And then we have the King many-thing cage to pair with that. And then I even swapped to my other King cages to have a full matching King cage set because of aesthetics. Always important.
What's going on up here?
Yeah, so this is a Enve in-route gravel bar in a size 44. And we do have my Zip clip-on aero bar that I've used for a few years now with the tray 3D printed. I forgot to pair this. Anyway, I got the wireless blips there, and then I did wrap this time, which I've never done before, but I thought I should probably wrap them. I think I just forgot to do it last time. Before anybody asks, this is the God and Famous Doomsday bar tape. I love the like black and white aesthetic of this.
You can buy this online at thebicyclestation.com right now.
Yeah.
And I'm really liking the vibe.
It's a good bar tape. I know I'm a big pizza bar tape, but I can't do pizza on every bike. So
I mean, you could.
I could. I almost did. Yeah, so tires are tough. Due to, like, this is a mountainous course, and due to it being a mountainous course, I've gone down the Thunderbird road before on a mountainous course like this. I'm not concerned about the Burt's flatting necessarily. What I'm concerned about, I need more braking traction, especially because I've added and am still going to be adding more weight to this bike. I'm expecting this bike to be roughly 28 pounds fully loaded, which is really good, but that's not the typical, like I'm adding 10 pounds to the bike, right? So we need to account for that. The Rick is kind of my front runner tire. These are the 225s. They don't measure to 225. In fact, they barely measure to 2.1, like roughly right at 2.1. They do have some decent clearance. I'm not expecting this to be muddy at all. I mean, especially the back, like there's great clearance in the back. So yeah, this is kind of my front runner tire. It's fast, but like I really just need it to have descending traction, and I think I'm going to be able to accomplish that. On that same note, I have put a 180 rotor on the front of this bike. You can put a 180 on this, no problem. Just same idea. There's no reason not to. It's going to help a ton with brake fade, and just like, why not?
It makes sense.
Yeah, it's like there's 50,000 feet of climbing and 50,000 feet of descending to go with that, you know, or roughly. So yeah, that's going to have a 180 rotor. If you guys remember Ozark Doom, I did make a critical error in destroying my paint job on my Epic World Cup. Yep. It's actually not too bad. I've tried to polish that up. I have done something that I normally don't like doing, but I have some thoughts. I did a full coverage Enve Mog specific ride wrap kit. I was dreading putting this on. At first I thought I was just gonna put it on where the bag's covered, and then I started to put it on and it just was like working. Normally whenever I try to ride wrap something, it doesn't work and I get frustrated. And especially if it's like a customer's bike, normally I say no. I say, hey, I can't do it.
We're never happy enough with the quality.
Exactly. But this is my bike, and so I wanted to give it a shot. Is it perfect? No. Like I had to kind of make some relief cuts. It's a little bit overlapped right there. It's not the most perfect thing in the world, but I mean, I think it's pretty good.
I was impressed when I came in this morning. He was doing this at like 10 to 11 p.m. last night, and you did a good job.
Oh no, it took me 4 hours to do it. Yeah, I was watching the Colts game. Shout out to the boys.
The boys are doing so well.
They crushed the Chargers, man. That was fun to watch.
Indiana sports are just freaking thriving right now.
It's crazy. I dare say that this is the best year of Indiana sports like ever.
We've got the Pacers crushing it. We've got the Colts crushing it.
Yeah.
IU football, like, come on.
Well, and Notre Dame just played in the national title game, which was in this year, like, because that game was in 2025.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Legitimately crazy year for Indiana sports.
Indiana sports are thriving.
Yeah. Oh, I knocked this down, so I have a 42 tooth chainring on here, which I think will be appropriate for this. So the wheels, there was a point where, first off, I wanted to give a shout out to Duke. Duke sent me this Bacara WRX 42 wheel set. And I really like this wheel set. Like, really like this wheel set. I'm actually, before I leave, make sure I install this on your bike so you can try them out.
I've only been running Duke wheels.
Well, you have the shallow ones, though. I want to see what you think of these.
Oh, I will.
Shout out. Okay, so I'm putting Chase on the spot. Chase is going to do a video comparing the shallow Dukes to the Aero Dukes, y'all. So
that is happening.
Yeah, this is an amazing wheel set, and I was going to use it. It's 120, 150 grams heavier than the 3.4s. Ultimately, I think the weight is going to matter more because with the bags here, the bike's just not aero no matter what you do. And so it made more sense to run the 3.4s. And I'd love to hear what y'all thought. Do you guys think that doing the aero wheel set with the fork bags would actually be faster? Maybe we'll test it in a video after I'm done. But if you know for sure, let me know. Even if with the bags, would an aero wheel be faster? Like, that's a good question. I don't know the answer to that. Otherwise, it's kind of the same Enve.
We've got the XXSL. There's nothing too crazy.
No, it's the same bike I've had. I really wanted to do this event, but
just taking the bike you have and bike packing with it. You got to use the fork mounts.
Everybody talks crap about the fork mounts. I
don't understand that. It is like such a minuscule thing on a bike.
I've specifically asked the Enve engineers and like the high ups at Enve. Shout out to Rob and Brian and all y'all over there. Everybody at Enve. I asked them, I was like, does it actually make a difference? And they said no. It has nothing to do, like aerodynamically, it doesn't like change anything. Is what they told me.
Well, there you go. The Enve squad knows what's up.
I just think it's so funny. I think it's so funny. Like,
I just love that that's the thing that people have like zeroed in on. I love it.
I love it too. And I'm thankful that they're on there because I actually think this is a really good bikepacking bike.
I'm excited for you to try it because typically you just use the World Cup, so this will be a fun little change.
Yeah, I guess to be clear, like, do I think that there's going to be rugged sections of this event? 100%. Is this a gravel bike event? I think so. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is going to be a gravel bike.
I think the MOG is going to do great.
Yeah, this is kind of what the MOG was originally designed to do, and I can't wait to go. If you guys want to follow along, there will be a live track.
I will be posting it all on the Bicycle Station social media.
Yeah.
So check there if you want to watch. Watching is fun.
It's so much fun. Even I do it while I'm out there. Like just to see how far
it is so anticlimactic, but it's fun. It's stressful for me. If like Jesse's dot doesn't update fast enough, I'm like, he's dead on the side of the road.
So
I'm up all night every time you do this. It's terrible for my health.
This is going to be a fun adventure. I want to set expectations correct. I do think that I will be competitive. I don't know how deep I'm going to go, but I'm going to go for it. The true test is going to be if I decide I have the guts to kind of go through the whole night or not. I don't know. I've never really tried to do that before. I'm so excited. I'm going to try to film what goes on. So I'm not going to be mounting a camera on my bike. I'm actually just going to keep the camera in my pocket.
You're doing what I did at Doom.
Yeah, and I'm going to try to film moments in the race. At least turn the camera on every 20 miles or something just to give an update. And I hope that'll turn into a really cool video. We have a bunch of other videos coming out. We'll have Trey's Big Sugar recap. And then also the Pisgah 111 recap is coming soon. That race was awesome. Had a great race out there. So yeah.
Sick.
We'll see y'all in the next one.
Bye.